And I will check, normally I will check for the, sorry. Hello, hello, hello. Hello, it's okay. Normally I check the birthday for early morning, but today because I come directly from my home, that's why no time today because no canteen. I have to find something like for the breakfast, fast breakfast in outside, come back here. Normally I don't expect I never cook. I never cook for the food festival. I never cook. I just do it very simple because for me it's time. Normally in Thailand very easy to find something to eat. That's why very easy for me. Okay. You know what you have learned for the first 2 weeks is mean that at least you know for the full operation. For the first week, what we have done for the current situation, I keep you updated about the current situation, about the digital transformation, and also what about the little bit the strategy, right? And after that, for the second week, for the whole week of last week, the full operations and technical support and technicians like all the spatial perspective from the UPU. From Japan. Normally I work also like image operative with the Thai Post. Normally we have like every month we have the monthly meeting also with the online meeting. But at least you can see from this video I try to recap you again because this is the link with the leg 1, leg 2, leg 3 and for the not the link with the image version 3 under the M14. And you know why I have to do this video? I think it look you a little bit slow. This already done it. What I know this more than 15 years. They just come because the people now what they need from you the visibility, end-to-end tracking.
Yes.
The problem if you send the item, but the customer will ask you where is my item. If don't input the data, no in the airline, no exchange data with the airline, no exchange data with the postal operations. No, you cannot. You just know that this can out of your OE. If the country of destination not input the data, just the first scan like an EMD, never. You never get any information. And then how can you reply to customer? That's why you know that you really try to develop and close the gap. And reduce also the complaint from the customer because we are not a single system like DHL or like FedEx or UPS. We need the good like operating platform, right? Between among the member country. That's why they come up with video for the end-to-end visibility, this end-to-end tracking. Let the customer also you can share to the customer and see what the event tracking. But normally the customer they never know what EMD, EMA or something. But for us, we need to educate the people to explain to the customer, right? And after that, we're talking about the EDI exchange. Last week we talked about the CN22, CN23, so many about this. Why? Nowadays, you can see there are so many issues about the Brexit, about the EU VAT, about the iOS. They're talking about the transit in European country. It's been like a block. They try to block of the import of the item from the other country. You know why? They lost. They lost because the problem they import the product but they cannot sell. But they can say they can buy the product from e-commerce is cheaper. That's why they try to a little bit like that. I cannot say that embargo, but they just raise some restriction for the import item to their home country. If you see the VAT in your country, how many percent? In Thailand, 7%. How about the VAT, value-added tax? In Bangladesh, how many percent?
5%.
5%? 10%, 7%,
13%.
13%.
Yeah.
You know why all the value-added tax is belong to the government? Who pay? You pay.
Yes.
You pay. All the consumer pay the value-added tax. But in European country, the value-added tax is not just 7%, 10%. What you mentioned, near this from 15 to 24%. It means that you can see. Your item starts from zero, like a $0 import to European country. It's meaning VAT already charged. It's very expensive. If you compare normally, when you can say like a freely at that time, and then what happens? You don't need to pay VAT. When VAT is okay, if the value item less than 150 SD, you don't need to pay. A euro, you need to do anything but just buy. But now they will try to leverage some regulation. That's very important. And the same, they have to check also who you send the item, whom you send the item, with the addressee, the company, or the individual, like the individual address. Then they link with many items about the data of the IT man. IT man is really important.
Ask about the bag we take for the EMS.
Yes.
Oh, it's 10%, but when we buy something, it's like 5%.
Yeah. But no, but in European countries, it means that they will charge from the price of the value of the product. That's too expensive. Normally, then you can order something just $2, $3 for the e-commerce item. Now it's cannot because they mark up the price. This is the way they try to block the import of the item to their home country. It's normal for European. But for us, we try, for the Asian, we try to export. We try to export. You know why? Our local product to that market. Because we have also I'm sure that you have the Bangladesh community there. In UK, they send back. You send also, you export also. That's why you try to sell the product to the community in that country. But it's normal. We have like the same here. I just say yesterday how many like a foreigner are there in Thailand. You don't know what is Chinese. I just know, you know how many million? I just know from the statistics yesterday, I think it was 9.2 million.
And so many Indians also I have seen.
Yes, but the Chinese number one here in Thailand, 9.2 million. After that, Malaysia, Singapore, and then Korea, Japan not Korea maybe. And also some like the Asian country, I just know that, oh my god, we have already 77 plus about another nearly 10 million, plus another, like the people who work in Thailand, it's nearly 100 million already. But you don't know that the tourist is mean that 15 million, but not so long, right? But at least you see, we have the big number of the people who stay, and how can you do for all the logistics, you know, all the logistics. Sometimes I have doubt, what's how we can manage like the logistics like this, but anyway. Okay, now I will, after the break, I will brief again for the on-cost project. I will not give directly now, I know. I have already in mind, but not that it's better to give you the idea. You know already, operation, fully operation, the EDI exchange. You know the product feature. I'm sure that after that we will come a bit closer for the how about the product portfolio of the EMS in the detail. I'm sure that you have already the background. You know already who work only from the operations only, not the marketing. You work linked with the marketing, operations only. Operations only, marketing. No. Normally you both, right? Your business, right? Business is meant that you don't focus on the operation. Operation let them do, but you do the strategy, the policy. You know, this I need to have both of the people from the operations, also operations. The mix from the mix to also the operations, right? At least we have it, but sometimes operation you need to know also the concept. Why? How can you increase the volume of the item, right? That's why, okay, I just give you the idea. After that, we come for these 2 days more and more on the marketing with product feature. We talking about this, okay, and it's better for you here. Normally, have you heard about the marketing? Why we have to do the marketing? I come back again with this issue. Why we have to do the marketing? You know, from the EMS hour, you want to increase your volume.
Yeah, for the volume.
Marketing is mean that if you have bigger volume, it means that money, right? That's why the market is mean that what do you want to increase market share? Want to increase share of market share? Want to increase market growth? You have the market share, the high market share, you have the high market growth. You have also the higher profit margin. When you have the higher profit margin, it means that you have the big, it's mean that with a big group of the customer database, right? If you have the big customer database, it means that you have the level of the customer satisfaction is very high. Yeah, okay, it's higher Okay, just put this. Customer experience, okay. Okay, just pass and then I will go further then. That is not pass. I'm not sure this is, to this room or not, or that room. Just a moment. Yep. Okay. Okay. I try, but at least I try to give you at least. When we are talking about the implication of the marketing is mean that you have to check who are our existing and potential customers. Have you ever captured a database for the emails who use your emails in your country? I'm sure that you need to have the database. How can you do with them? If you know it's the big customer, if you know they are your big customer, how can you do it? No, it's not my job. All the marketing that is to do. I know. At least all the marketing they have to capture the customer database. And that's why what are their current and future needs? What they need from you? How can you know the need from you? Why they have to come here, As I told you, in terms of when we are talking about the strategy formulation, normally like this, have you ever know we have you have the support function and you have the business function, right? Normally this is your your vision of something that normally your I think nothing your board here. I mean your objective core value. Hold up. And then stakeholders. I just put here business function. Business function is normally we're talking about the marketing, right? Or the marketing. But it's not only the marketing, for the business functions nowadays. We're talking about the operation. You are also the business function. No all of you, no money. I can sell the product. If you don't move the item, why I need the quality from your team, right? The quality from all. I need the quality from this. Okay, and this okay, and then you can see how can we, the current and future need of your customer, right? We're talking about the operation. Operation always, marketing have to work together with operations. You know why? How can they sell? If they don't know, if you don't have the good quality, right? Where is the point of sale? Point of sale is mean that where are the locations of the post office nationwide? And they accept also the EMS for international, right? That's why they use the marker, we call that retail. Or the retail outlet is mean that post office nationwide. That is the point of the acceptance. That's why all the business function includes marketing, operation, and the retail. For the support function, it means that sometimes you have to work overload. You need too many volume, but you need the people. Sometimes you have all the contractual basis staff to come, like an outsourced agent to work. This is why the link with the HR. For the support function is the HR, or the HR will help you, right? For the personal management, and you have the IT, right? The IT to support you. That's why you have IPS, you have CDS, and you have your own internal system, right? To interface the data between the IPS and the CDS together. The same, I'm sure that every country you have the IT and you have the finance. The finance they link with that room or the accounting, right? Accounting or the payment. It means that okay, everything is good, your volume is very high but no pay. What happens? You have the exchange, right? The imbalance charge or something. I'm not sure that will be covered for the. I might give you another slide. When you go back to have a look about a little bit link about the link with accounting. Yeah. But we don't have so much time, that's why I just give you here. And you know, at least you know what are their current and future needs, right? And how can we satisfy these people or these needs here? Can we offer a product service that the customer would value? Nowadays, you know, the people do just not sell the product, sell emails and get my job done. No. What the after sales service? When you contact, you have any point of the contact or not, right? And you connect. And can we communicate with our customer? How the customer know about your product? Do you have any brochure in Bangladesh? No. At least you have.
Yeah.
Put in that you're okay. Maybe sometimes you have the signage in front of the post office, right? The people they just read and see, okay, the signage of EMS, you have EMS International. That's enough.
And also the website.
Website. And who enter in your website? You know, how can you make your website recognized and easy to access and more attractive? You know, they link it when they search, okay, your post, there must be pop up #1 in your country, right? You know, there are so many critical issues about this one, but we will see. How can you communicate? Because if the customer didn't know about your product feature, know everything, don't worry, they will make decision for buying. Can we deliver a competitive product and service? Sorry, this is another one. You can would customer from you here from the post. Sorry, this is when they last this version, another version they come here because they have another PowerPoint. It means that they link with the marketing implication. Okay, yeah, marketing management process. At least you need to know where are we now. What is the current situation of EMS in Nepal, in Cambodia? Profit or deficit? But you need to check. I'm sure that when you are the limited company limited, you think about what last year you get, what this year you can get more, right? It's normal. I'm sure that is your. Also, you work with the government, but they will focus on you also. How about your performance, right? Because how can you generate the revenue for the government? They will talk, okay, first thing, where are we now, right? Analysis. You do the kick-off analysis and then set up the goal. Where do we want to be? Okay, where we want to be is bigger. And we get the EBS award this year. And we get the CS award next year. How come? You see that last week. They give you already that's why they come up with the action plan. Action plan is like a slight commitment that you will do. But when you go back, you have to discuss the issue, what you discuss it again here with your team, that you can do it or not. Because there are so many things, right? And where do we want to be? And for the planning strategy, which way is best? You come with the strategy now. If you want to go to the EMS world, right? Okay. Why you have to come with the action plan? You have to close the gap. What you cannot fulfill. You have maybe the performance lower than the UPU set out. Okay, how can you move forward, right? That's why they come to this, which way is the best? You come with a strategy. We will do it because from the class I assigned 3 books. The first book about the operations. How can you improve the quality of service, right, of EMS? This is the first book. And the second, the link with the marketing strategy, SI1. And the last one, how can you support the e-commerce? Both domestic or cross-border e-commerce. Yeah, this is 3 books that I assigned. I will discuss again after break. When we have this time, no individual is better. You know, this is the way how to taste you is written, come in the group. But you can select only one country among the group, or you can have the joint together. The joint like a concept together in one come up with an improvement for all countries in the group. It can be done.
Oh.
You know the concept is that's not like okay, how to do like this, don't like this, no.
We can do the all countries or in single
Yes.
countries also.
You can select only one country, or you can select 4 countries.
Yeah.
It's up to you. But the concept almost the same direction. You want to improve the quality of service.
Yes.
But it's when you're done, it's meant you have to think together. But come with the brainstorming. That you can do it. That's why I don't give you the clue yet. I just distribute it with the guideline and read up so that you can read it. But I'm not sure that during the weekend.
Should we make it just about EMS? How to
Only EMS.
Yes.
Only EMS.
Yes.
Don't focus any product. This course only EMS. Normally, if you focus on the other product, you headache.
Yeah.
You cannot. That's why I focus only for EMS. Improving the quality of EMS is very, a narrow the scope of doing some project. So that you can take some statistics from your home country.
Yes.
Otherwise, very hard. You cannot do it. And practice. How effective can we move? This is the way the action plan. They put it at deadline. That's why you put the deadline. You put the KPI. This is some tactics you have to go like that. Otherwise, just put action plan, no criteria. Literally, with action plan, you have the criteria. Criteria similar to the same like the task you want to go, and also the criteria, and then you set up the deadline. This is the way you have some commitment to move. All the plan without any deadline is not the plan. They the stable plan is never activated. That's why all the plan you must have normally on action plan you must comprise of first job like the task of the activity. The second, who are responsible. The third part, okay, template. The last part, budget. Right, the budget. And the last column may be like a remark or something. If you have anything like you can put the remark. This is always there. All the action plan from the Gantt chart. Every country you follow this one. And implementation and control. The same, that's why you have the KPI. Last time, okay, you want to improve here from 69% to 80%. The decrease from 60 to 20%. Like this, you have to set like this, otherwise you cannot do it. Okay, this comes and after that, okay, characteristic of the marketing concept. First, customer orientation. Who are your customer? No customer, no money. I told you. No customer, no money. That's why customer orientation. But you need to capture the customer and then marketing research. Have you ever you cannot do EMS without any research. Sometimes how can you take the research? You can take the research from the other partner. There are so many partners. I try to give you the name. Yeah, maybe we put in the one page. When you go back, you can read from that. There is one platform of the Post and Technology Center, like one of the you can learn more. I'm not sure I have in my mobile phone also. Last time when they just moment they just put how can we call this platform? find on internet. Postal and Postal technology. This is also very good platform. You can see some updated information from many postal operators. This is very good platform, and you can read it for more like you can when you go there. One of the company who do the marketing for all postal operators, Accenture. This is very good. I still have. I will give you at least. I will do the summary of one page. When you go back, you can read more. It's very good. Normally, I know that China you cannot access directly to YouTube, right? They're not allowed. And you can see from that website also. I'm not sure that it can be that you should access. Hopefully, but it's really good is when you can see all the, not only the postal operator, but also your competitors. This is really good. This is really good. I think the platform. They issue also the magazine like the how can I say the reviews every 3 months. They come up with the paper, but you can see the soft file. There are so many soft copies. You can download and create also the application. When you see here, last time I downloaded application that will be like this. Have you ever received the item like this? Parcel and technology like this. This is a download in the application. You can read the parcel and postal technology. This is one of the applications you can download. Also, this one you have, and after that you will have the we call it the marketing planning. Come with the marketing planning. You have to do how your plan. Integrated marketing. What does it mean? Integrated marketing. They link with the communications to your customer. How can you communicate? They link with the marketing and also communication and customer satisfaction. This is like all the characteristic of the marketing concept, and then they move here. Up to date and educate knowledge. Okay. The same. What business are we really in? You are the competitor, right? Who are your competitor of EBS now? Who are your competitor? You know.
Like DHL,
FedEx, UPS,
Aeromax also, TNT.
and then they have another one. You don't underestimate them. As I already mentioned, there are some integrators like a reseller now. They consolidate the item and they ship to DHL, they ship to FedEx, they ship to Post. This is the way like a consolidator here already happened for the e-commerce business now. We are talking more and more the reseller. They take advantage. It means that normally all the resellers they get from DHL. It means that I get from DHL 60% discount. I come to the small and medium enterprises in my country. Okay, I consolidate. Okay, if you are one of the seller, the smaller seller, okay, hey, I get a 50%, I give you 20% discount. If you want to ship to DHL, I give you 20%. May I get from Thai Post maybe 50%. I give you 30%. I will ship to Thai Post. If you get directly from Thai Post, you get only 10% or 5%. You got that point? This is the way the reseller they do now. It's meant that they're the main player. In Thailand, we have like 5 or 6 players now. They try to negotiate and consolidate the item. And who are our customers? You try at least what do the customer want? How can we communicate more effectively with our customer? How should we distribute our product, right? Okay. Type of the marketing concept. I just give you type of the marketing concept. What does it mean production concept? We have production concept. We have product concept. We have selling concept, we have marketing concept, and we have societal marketing concept. When you ask me, I'm not the marketing. I'm not the marketing, but you must know. First, production concept. It means that I rely on the productions of, it means that it produce a lot of items because many needs and wants from the customer. How about the price? Low. That's like a Walmart. Walmart, they create the everyday low price product, right? This is mean that I try to create many product as much as possible. When I create a lot of product, one, the mass, the concept of the economy of scale. Economy of scale, you know about this? Okay, if you produce 1,000 items, the cost per item is very high. If you produce million items in one time,
Then it's low.
you see the cost per item, you run the same process. You run, but the cost per unit is very cheap. This is the way that we call the economy of scale based on the production process. Right? This means that the cost per unit, the same. That's why I produce H&M, Uniqlo in China, in Cambodia. Why? Because when I produce in China, 1 million items. How about the cost per unit? We have raw material, everything. When I purchase the raw material in bulk. When in bulk, I have my power of negotiation. Reduce the price. It means that all the raw material cheap, all the cost per unit cheap. When you sell, normally the same, you can see the product. You can see the product like a Big C. Big C, they have their own, we call that. How can I say? You know the house brand product. You know the house brand product. When you go to 7-Eleven, sometimes you want to have some snacks. Have you ever seen the brand that we call Selected? With logo 7-Eleven and the word Select. Like a chips, like a crispy chip or something. You can see the price what they sell is cheaper. You know why? No advertisement. Nothing. I just put in 7-Eleven outlet nationwide, 14,000 outlets. The price is nearly half of the full price of the brand, of the normal brand. The same house brand, you go to Tesco Lotus, you go to Big C, they have their own brand. Almost the same, but why is it not so expensive? Why not so expensive house brand? No advertisement cost, no marketing cost. Just put on my shelf together with the original product. Your customer choice. It's been your choice to offer. The same I use some product from that also. It's good. Because sometimes the manufacturer the same. The manufacturer the same from Unilever, but not Unilever, another company they do it. Okay, and production concept is made based on the product, the number of the product you produce because when the needs and want, it means that demand is very high, supply also high, right? You supply a lot. And how about the product concept? They focus on the premium product, exclusive product for the people. It means that in terms of the quality of product, the same among the product portfolio of the post. EMS considered as a premium product, right? EMS, I'm told that EMS is number one of the premium product of the postal operators. Except when you have the DHL, you have another one. You have the joint venture, right? You have the joint venture with DHL, you have another brand. But for some country, EMS still the premium product of the postal operators. Huh? Today is 10 already, oh my god. I just see. Okay, selling concept. I produce only for selling. It means that I focus on the sale. That's why e-commerce business, they focus on this, on the selling concept. When we have a live stream, it means that they want to sell more and more. How about the cost per unit here? I just put here production concept plus selling concept. It means that I focus on the sales. What your sales strategy is. And after the marketing concept, we link with the strategy, with the profit margin here. With the marketing concept, we link with the market share, with the market growth, with the profit margin. And societal marketing concept, we link with the, with the social, with the aesthetic of the business. It means that the product I use here it must be like reflect the sustainable development or something. The link with the social participation. This one. Okay. After that we come back again. Okay. Why planning? I will because after that I will come to this one. I will give the general information first about the we call that the marketing mix, and then more and more in the afternoon we go to the EMS 4P. Only for the 4P. We go directly on EMS. Yeah, but I just give you the idea why we have to do it before going and before jumping directly to that. Otherwise, when you don't get any concept, it's very hard for you. Okay, have the coffee break. And then you can, after I will come here and break, listen, after the break.